Catch me catching plays.
Okay.
Catch me serving J's.
Okay.
It's trying dog tank.
For real.
Rocking with that thing. I'll let it bang. We make bullets rain. Just like Matt Payne.
Hey, what it do, set, man? Today we about to be reacting to this shit called Delta Force Hawk Ops, and it aims to be three technical shooters in one, man. You feel me? So let's see what this shit hitting for. I ain't never heard of this shit, man. Let's see what it's hitting for.
There was a lot that came out of my hands-on time with Delta Force Hawk Ops that I
never heard
expect.
nothing about this game.
I didn't know that it was a top-to-bottom reboot of the 1998 series of military shooters, reimagined meticulously in Unreal Engine 5. I would have never guessed it was attempting to strike out at not one, not two, but three different current shooter subgenres all at once.
I ain't gonna lie, so far, just from the shooting and shit, it looked cool. It giving me like what's that shit called? I ain't gonna even remember what it's called, man. Oh, it's called Insurgency Sandstorm. It look like that. It's like it's giving me them type of vibes, low key.
And I would never have imagined that my short time with it would leave me anxious to play more of its heavy, tactics-focused running and gunning.
The video like 6 minutes long, so I ain't gonna keep pausing it. We gonna let this bitch ride through.
I spent most of my time with Havoc Warfare, Hawk Ops' take on Battlefield's Breakthrough, where attackers must take points of interest from defenders, pushing their zones of control further and further back until they're completely run off the map. The first big difference between Hawk Ops and games like it is the loadout screen. I have the option between 4 different characters with a suite of special abilities, weapons, and tools that make them unique from one another, much like the specialists in the Call of Duty series, but with 3 or 4 unique actions per character. I warmed up with Kai, who is mostly your standard assault gunner who can speed
What you talking about, Castanet?
himself up temporarily, but also had handy rocket barrages that's great for clearing out tiny spaces.
Look at that big ass
I really got to
nigga in
sink
the
my
gunner
teeth
suit, though.
into more tactical options with Terry, who uses drones to scan for targets and immobilize them for brief periods, as well as set mines to trap enemies moving on objectives. The map I played had some key fortified.
This shit look cool. It look like it's big open world battles type shit though. And I don't see no health bars when you shoot with niggas or something, so I'm guessing they going for the realistic, you know what I'm saying, type of vibe.
Areas where using a little recon in advance of an assault really made the difference between taking an objective and getting stopped at the line. Unfortunately, I played in matches that were populated mostly by bots, and without pings or commands, it was nearly impossible to coordinate these skills between players to make big gains, but the potential for comboing abilities for huge payoffs is written on the wall. Team Jade told me that the other maps will test your squad's tactical awareness even further, as they'll introduce mixes of indoor and outdoor objectives and verticality, as well as vehicles and weapon placements that can help teams get an edge or keep defenses solid.
They got the tank out there.
Before you even choose your characters, though, you can fiddle with your loadout or
The graphics looking cool, man. I'm seeing a little destruction and shit too. Look.
Characters, though,
like he's shooting little bullet holes flying through their shit, breaking off.
Spend in-game currency to buy some of the dozens.
All the blood splattering out and shit. This shit look okay so far though. No cap.
Of weapons and gear pieces available.
Who is this big motherfucker right here though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That nigga like a juggernaut. That nigga got on a fucking armor suit with a minigun.
Something remarkable about customizability in Hawk Ops is not only do weapons have a ton of potential to add bits and bobs to them, all of which have some sort of consequence on gameplay, but each one of those pieces can be further customized too. And not just colors, materials, or textures, but the actual size of pieces like barrels and cheek guards can be adjusted to make even more minute tweaks to the weapons. I don't think I have it in me to fine-tune the lengths of my favorite gun suppressors. But for those who are looking for an extra layer of optimization, Hawk Ops has what you need.
They ain't even show no gun customization.
Item progression gets a little more complicated when you get to Hazard Operation, the extraction shooter portion of Hawk Ops. Weapons and mods can be bought from a greater marketplace and can be meticulously modded as in other modes, but
hold on, they got an extraction shooter mode in this? Did I hear that wrong?
As in other modes,
hold on.
Marketplace and can be meticulously modded as in other modes, but can be permanently lost if you're downed while deployed. Team Jade's head of studio Leo Yao smirked when I mentioned the Hazard Operation, the extraction shooter portion of Hawk Ops. The hazard operation, the extraction shooter portion of Hawk Ops.
Okay, all right.
Weapons and mods can be.
I was just trying to make sure I ain't hear them wrong, bro, because now they got me interested more. And I love extraction shooters, bro, like Escape from Tarkov, shit like that.
Bought from a greater marketplace and can be meticulously modded as in other modes, but can be permanently lost if you're downed while deployed. Team Jade's head of studio Leo Yao smirked when I mentioned the prospect of a player losing a gun they spent an unreasonable amount of time preening over in an abrupt hail of bullets. The risk-reward elements of extraction shooters will be very present, he told me. If you come across someone else's precious weapon in the field and don't see the same value in it yourself, you can resell it on an open marketplace for in-game currency, a feature also present in games like Escape from Tarkov. When you deploy into hazard operations, your goal is to scoop up anything valuable and take it back to the base to sell.
Oh, that's
This
hard.
could be other players' prized weapons and armor, or rare treasures that only serve the singular purpose of being really valuable when resold, like a fancy futuristic VR console and some sort of super fancy high-tech medical equipment that I found in my journey. Clearly marked spots in the map highlight lockboxes that have a higher chance of containing something valuable and are likely hotspots for enemy player activity. Between these
this
points
shit
of
looking
interest
hard,
are
y'all. I ain't
various
gonna lie.
encampments, natural features like caves and cliffs, and old corporate buildings repurposed as fortifications for the many AI mobs that exist to put your life and your stuff in danger. These regular enemies
my
will
shit
never
lock
be
up,
as
man.
significant a threat as other players, but they do at least keep the pressure on you to move with caution, as well as providing opportunities to earn basic equipment like ammo and health to keep you topped up on longer deployments. Not all of these NPC enemies are pushovers, though.
Slammed
Boss
his
enemies
ass.
with high
What?
health and rare
Hold on, this what the NPCs doing, nigga?
boss
Fuck Tarkov, these niggas on a different level. Y'all thought Escape from Tarkov NPCs was hard. Look at this shit right here, bro.
enemies are pushovers, though. Boss enemies
What the fuck? The nigga just
Enemies
broke
with-
his back and his neck. He
Points.
walked up on that nigga. He thought it was sweet. Look at this shit.
Not all of these NPC enemies are pushovers, though. Boss
Man.
enemies with high health and rarer
fuck
loadouts
is this
exist on the
game?
map to
I'm
grant
sold.
players added challenge in exchange for a higher chance of great loot. The one I
sold,
found was
bruh.
draped head to toe in body armor and had several goons attacking my flank, but with a sound strategy heading into its lair,
This shit
I
look
found
wild.
a way to conquer it. Though I could only try out one map, Yao and team assured me that multiple maps would be available to drop at launch, each with their own layouts and points of interest. Something that really intrigued me was how character selection can affect your odds of survival. I was guided to choose the medical support character Roy, as he had self-heals and a couple of reliable smoke deployment options to help keep your movements hidden from dug-in threats. I can't help but wonder how choosing someone like Luna with her Hawkeye-like trick arrows would fare in such an environment. Delta Force Hawk Ops might share a lineage with the old PC series of the same name, but it doesn't share much of a resemblance. Its campaign mode is revamped from the ground up with modern tech, old school difficulty, and the blockbuster Black Hawk Down film as both reference and
Oh, this supposed to be
inspiration.
the Black Hawk Down shit.
Its two multiplayer offerings, a large-scale objective-based crawl and a dynamic extraction shooter, help highlight how Hawk Ops level design and characters put team composition and tactical decision-making ahead of twitch shooting. Will all of its ambitions come together in a game that has the chops to steal you from your current forever game? Time will tell.
That shit looking lit, bro.
For more previews of the latest upcoming games, don't miss our
Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of that, man. Hey, I'm sold. That shit look hard. Once they showed me that extraction shooter part, the little we can do the extraction shooter shit, bro. I'm sold. You feel me? I mob with extraction shooters heavy, nigga. You feel me? But yeah, the shit look good to me, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments about Delta Force Hawk Ops, man. You feel me? Do it look good to y'all? Do it look like it's corny? Is y'all gonna get it? Do it look interesting at all? Like, you know, just let me know, man. But other than that, I'm going to the next vid.
Tay Gully, Boss Man Gully. I say, y'all bitches try to put me over. They're like, bleh, bleh. Huh? What? Y'all bitches try to put me over. They're like, bleh, bleh. But I had to do the dash. I like, skr, 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 skr. Y'all bitches try to put me over. They're like, bleh, bleh. But I had to do the dash. I like, skr, 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 skr. Catch me catching plays.
Okay.
Catch me serving J's.
Okay.
This trap dog tank.
For real.
Rockin' with that thing.
Bah.
I let it bang.
Bah.
We make bullets rain. Just like Matt Payne. Stuck in the game.
Hey.
Green or cocaine.
Green or cocaine.
I be serving things.
For real.
I got everything.
Okay.
Serving hand to hand. Tasty, I'm the man.
I'm the man.
So much motherfucking swag, they don't understand.
I don't even get, bro.
But I got a plan.
For
Hey.
real.
I got a scheme, got a plot.
What's that?
Get this guap, that is guap. Then flex a lot.
Uh-huh.
Then talk a lot of shit like I rap a lot.
Hey.
Shout out rap a lot.
Okay.
Hey. But I trap a lot. Hey. And I stack a lot. Hey.
Alright.
SOS the stacking star. Nigga, the world is ours. Hey. GGR gotta get rich, fancy cars. Hey.
Yeah.
Diamond chains.
Hey,
Hey.
hey.
10 chains, 10 rings. Nigga, stunning ain't a thing.
No.
Wanna be
What?
bigger than Lil Wayne. Hey, I ain't gon' flop like